Manchester United have agreed Tyrell Mallacia deal with Feyenoord. Welcome to, what is this? My God. Welcome to, I'm sorry about that. Welcome to United. Matters Shama, how are you guys and where you watching us from? This deal was talked about way back, like 3 weeks back, and we thought that we are off it, but now it's back in our hands. If there is any blessed manager, Erik ten Hag is one. Erik ten Hag wanted this lad who goes by the names of Malacia playing as a left back for side which goes by the names of who was playing as a left back for side which goes by the names of Feyenoord, and because he was a manager of Ajax, he really knew how good this lad is. He put him on the list of players that he really wanted at Manchester United to come in there. And guess what happened? United were really working on the De Jong deal, and Lyon had snapped this player. And they had agreed personal terms with the player, but they failed to reach the actual valuation of Feyenoord. Feyenoord wants 15 million euros plus add-ons that will amount to 20 million euros. And Olympique Lyon really pulled out of the deal like that. You get? And they are still trying to negotiate with Feyenoord. As they are still trying to negotiate with Feyenoord, guess what happens? United gets a breakthrough with Frankie de Jong, and they knew that we need 65 million euros to go in and get this deal done. What did United do? They said that now a green light has been given to the negotiators of Manchester United to go in and really try to get in other players that United are really wanting. Remember, Erik ten Hag came out and told the board, before you go on and sign in any other player, De Jong is my priority. Before you bring in De Jong, don't bring in a player here, although that player is on my list. Now, at around 16 hours today, United have agreed a deal with Barcelona, and they are going to pay 65 million euros plus 15 million euros of add-ons, and the deal has been agreed. And now, after that deal was agreed, United really hurried and went to Feyenoord and really told them, guys, we are here, we wanted Malacia. How much do you want? 15 million euros? We have it. And I told you yesterday that if there is genuine interest for Manchester United in Malacia, 15 million euros is nothing. It's a joke to Manchester United. Those are peanuts. That's why United hurried to go in all for a player who goes by names of Daniel James. Why did they go all in for Daniel James? Because Daniel James was a cheaper option. They paid 17 million pounds. Little money. They can spend that. But Erik ten Hag had told them, you are not going to spend any single penny until you get in De Jong. After getting the De Jong deal done, now they've hurried in there for a player who goes by names of Malacia, and next is Lisandro Martinez in there for you, though Arsenal are trying to agree deals, personal terms with the player. Now, who broke this deal first? As usual, FABRIZIO Romano. Remember, FABRIZIO Romano broke the news that it's a here we go for a player who goes by names of Tyrell Mallacia to a side which goes by the names of Olympique Lyon. Then things turn round, and it shows you how lucky Ten Hag is. Exclusive, Man United are trying to hijack Tyrell Mallacia deal after verbal agreement with Olympique Lyon. Man United jumped into before it was signed. United talks with Feyenoord to reach an agreement. Dutch sources confirm. Detail: Malacia has the same agents as Frankie de Jong. This is the catalyst that has seen this deal coming through, because every agent is so much wanting to make his players move on. Trust me, if you're an agent, when you try to go on and wait for United and they didn't come, and you try to sell that player to Olympique Lyon, and Olympique Lyon said, we are not meeting the valuation of that player, you get? Do you think you can go back to a side which goes by the names of Olympique Lyon, and tell them, please, United is here, they are paying 15 million pounds, 15 million euros, are you going to reach that evaluation? Because when you look at the high ranking, Malacia joining Manchester United, it's like jumping 3 steps of his career. Yeah, he's jumping 3 steps of his career. You might hear as a banter, but all I'm telling you, it's that he's jumping like 3 steps of his career. That's it. He's 22 years of age. He's playing for Feyenoord. And last season, he played 32 games, 1 goal and 4 assists from his left back position in there for you. That is Malacia. You get? He has been playing for Feyenoord. in there for you, for very many seasons in there for you. And for the Netherlands national team, he really went ahead to play only one game and has one assist in the calendar of 2021-2022. So he's just trying to stamp himself into that left back position of Netherlands. And if at all you want to dominate it, it's better to come in at Manchester United, because he's going to play that left back because the manager really likes him in there for you. Then after Fabrizio Romano came out and said that, we got Makra Baby. He's a Feyenoord writer, a watcher of Feyenoord, and he is from a side which goes by names of Netherlands. He said Feyenoord reached an agreement with Manchester United for Tyrell Mallacia last night. Now it's up to Malacia. Now that means United reached an agreement with De Jong last night. The agent gave them a green light that everything is done. You can now move on to Tyrell Mallacia in there for you. So the deal was agreed last night. That's what we are being told. So, however much it has broken right now, but the deal was agreed last night, and United is really trying to show people that we can do multiple deals. And let me write it here in here. I really want to come out and really take on people who say that United cannot do multiple deals. What is this that United is doing? These are multiple deals. So they agreed that deal last night, knowing that tomorrow De Jong is going to be done. Manchester United fresh proposal to Feyenoord to Tyrell Mallacia, 15 million euros guaranteed, plus fee plus add-ons now discussed. Talks in progress to hijack Olympic Marseille deal, as they had verbal agreement for 12 million euros plus 3 million euro add-ons. Waiting for player side to either for you. So what is holding this deal is the player. United have agreed everything with a side which goes by names of Feyenoord. What is holding this deal is the player. Period. Tyrell Mallacia. Don't get a call from Louis van Gaal, because he might tell you that, please, he might do a Julian Timber. You know what he did to Julian Timber? He told him that, go to Manchester United. Don't play game in, game out weekly. I'm not taking you to Qatar. I'm not taking you to Qatar. However much Erik ten Hag is your manager, don't trust him. The other club is not a footballing club. It's a brand in there for you. Then we are having back-to-back updates on Malacia deal to Manchester United. Then Fabrizio has come out and confirmed that the Feyenoord director Frank Ansen confirms exclusive news on Manchester United working to hijack Malacia deal. The agreement with Manchester United is here. We are now waiting for Tyrell, tells 19089 Netherlands. You get? That is like a TV station that's hype. If Malacia says yes, then a transfer to Manchester United is imminent. Have you heard that, man? If Malacia says yes, this is going to be the first signing of Manchester United. Do you think he's going to say no? Yet his agent is the same as that of Frankie de Jong. He has already gotten an assurance from Erik ten Hag that I need you at my team. You get? Guys, let's start celebrating 2 signings in a space of just how many hours? 3 hours. United power. And these are fruits of Richard Arnold and really hiring in a new negotiator at United. Agreement agreed between Manchester United and Feyenoord for Tyrell Mallacia. Now waiting for player decision. 15 million euros plus 2 million euros add-on fees. Same agent of Frankie de Jong. Deal with Barcelona. Progressing well. West Ham tried to hijack the deal too, but it couldn't because United were really the iguays into this. So you've heard Fabrizio Romano coming out and really telling us everything about it, that as United wanted to hijack this deal from Olympique Lyon and they were successful, even West Ham wanted to go on and hijack this lad. Remember, they only have Crosswell as the left back. The other one, is it Masaku in there, the Congolese guy? He's not so much reliable, and this guy is really one of the most promising left back talents in Europe. You get? So he gets him in, and it's going to be a done deal if at all he says yes, because even the sporting director of Feyenoord has really said it is on, and the deal is going on as really told us before by Fabrizio Romano in there for you. Now, James Robson, Manchester United correspondent for Goal, has come out and said Manchester United hope the prospect of joining up with countryman Ten Hag prove decisive. Tyrell Mallacia, they are hopeful of convincing the Dutchman. Now, what he's trying to say is that because Eric Ten Hag and Malacia all hail from the same country, which goes by names of Netherlands. This can act as a point of contact and a point of trust for Malacia. Because Malacia looks like, will I play at Manchester United? Ten Hag is going to hold his phone. Hello Malacia, how are you? This is Eric Ten Hag. Yes, I was at Ajax, I saw you playing very well, and I was convinced by the way you play. I'm going to give you first team football. However much there is luxury here, you are really not going to be benched. You're going to get enough playing time. The phone call, just we are insinuating, imagining, yes, because it's now left between the player and Manchester United. If the agent agrees a deal and tells Malacia that let's go this side, and Malacia finds it good for him, he's really going to come in and join Manchester United in the Feyenoord. One blocking factor that we need to know about this deal is the manager of the national team of Netherlands. He did the same thing to Julian Timber. Julian Timber is just 21 years of age. 21 years of age. He's a beast and he plays very well. Why am I bringing this deal? Why am I bringing in Louis van Gaal into this? That he can be the reason as to why this deal is going to collapse and tell him go to Olympic Lyon or any other team like West Ham. Malacia and Julian Timber all got their debut in the recently concluded international break, which was the UEFA Nations League tournament. They played one game, you get, and they all started. You remember that day when he played the second string side? That's when Malacia played, and when he played Virgil van Dijk and Julian Timber, that's when Julian Timber played. So during the international camp, Van Gaal calls Julian Timber, tells him, I've heard that your former manager at Ajax wants you at Manchester United, but keep this in your mind. If you got Manchester United and you don't play regularly, I'm not taking you to Qatar. So I'm only worried about that call from Louis van Gaal to Malacia that please, I hear that United are in need of you and you also want to go that side, isn't it? Yes. If you go there and you don't play game in, game out, you're not going to the World Cup. So is he brave enough? Is he brave enough? Is he brave enough to resist the tongue and threats from Louis van Gaal? That's my big question. Because Julian Timber proved to me that he's too weak. He's too weak. He's a coward. And I was watching Terry Flowers on Football Terrace. He gave us the best explanation of Julian Timber, that he's not a player fit to put on a shirt of Manchester United. If you are afraid of Harry Maguire taking over your place at Manchester United, then you're not supposed to come into Manchester United, because this is the player that the entire fan base of Manchester United feels like should not be starting. And secondly, you come here when you have an edge over him. Eric Ten Hag doesn't know Harry Maguire. He doesn't know Rafael Varane. He doesn't know Victor Lindelof. He doesn't know Tuan Zebe. He doesn't know Phil Jones. He doesn't know which other player. All those centre-backs at United. He knows them by name, but he has never coached them. But this coach, who was your coach at Ajax, is the one calling you to come into Manchester United. Personal terms had been agreed. The fee had been agreed. And you say no to the move? Shame on you, Julian Timber. You are not fit to come in and plant Manchester United, because we only need players who are brave enough to come up at the age of 21 to go on and displace a player who is at the age of just 29 clocking 30. Even if you don't come in as a regular starter, you won't fail to get in enough playing time. We are in Europe. We are playing the Premier League. We're playing the Carabao Cup and the FA. You are afraid of Harry Maguire, the whole you? Shame on you, Julian Timber. And I'm afraid of only that. Is Malacia brave enough to overturn the word of Louis van Gaal, because I know they have their WhatsApp numbers and they're talking in there for you. And let's wait and see what happens in there for you. That's my only worry onto that deal. Feel free to go into the comment section. Tell me what you think about Malacia. But when you look at Malacia, he's just 22 years of age. 22 years of age. He played 32 games in the Eredivisie, scored 1 goal, and he really put up 4 assists in there for you. That is a man who goes by the names of Tyrell Mallacia. But the Rama I was talking about, 4 goals, 3 goals, 11 assists from the Bundesliga. He's 23, he's 24, this one is 22, but United have really tried to settle in for this one because they know the other one is going to be hard to get because he's playing for a side which goes by the names of Hoffenheim, and they very much fancy to stay into their country. And being the World Cup year, it's really hard to convince a player like David Ram to leave Germany and come in for the Premier League, to come in and compete with Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw is another blocking factor for this. And what does it mean? Luke Shaw is another blocking factor for this deal because he's English. Malacia would say, all right, can come in and say, all right, Luke Shaw is English. Do you think you can give me time and really take over Luke Shaw? The manager will tell him, if you work hard enough, you're going to come in here for you. But when he comes in at Manchester United, he should be able to overcome the pressure at Manchester United, because the English will be so much sarcastic at him, and the media won't really be good at him because they'll come out and really blast him. You've seen how they blast Paul Pogba, Anton Martial, David De Gea. But if at all their respective English players do stupid mistakes like Harry Maguire, they don't talk about him. They exclude Rashford, they exclude Dean Henderson, they exclude Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Jesse Lingard, because they are their fellow English players. Scott McTominay, they do the same. You get? So tell Malacia to Manchester United, it's now in his hands. He just has to go in and really let us know whether he is convinced to come in and play for Manchester United in there for you. The update on Tyrell Mallacia is growing up. I'm 100% sure that everything is going to be done in here onto this channel. Feel free to go into your comment section. Tell me what you think about Tyrell Mallacia to Manchester United. Everything is in his hands. Do you think the blocking factors I've talked about will block this deal? Or the blockchain will go off and United will make its first signing as soon as possible before the end of today? I go by the names of Rock and David. Smash the like button, comment and share. And if at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to go into the comment section and tell us what you think about this channel. I sign out for now. See you later. But United have agreed Malacia deal with Feyenoord, and now they're waiting for the player to make the final decision. In there, it's in the hands of the players this time around. As I told you, when a deal is like that, when the team wants to sell, you get, they let the player decide where he wants to go. They tell him we have Manchester United, they have met the fee we want, can you please do the needful? So that's what the deal is all about in there for you. If I'm to talk, I can talk up to morning, but it's our second video. The first video has really gathered lots of views. Guys, subscribe to our channel. Please subscribe. Subscribe to us because we are that official African United Matters channel. We bring you news from Manchester United and all of the corners of the world. Tyrell Mallacia happening next after De Jong, but I know the first deal to be announced might be that of Malacia. If everything is agreed before midnight, I know Fabrizio will come in and really give us a here we go, that Tyrell Mallacia to Manchester United, here we go. All right, someone has reminded me here, I talk about multiple deals. I had to go and throw in some banter to those people that always say United cannot do multiple deals. Sit down, you haters, who have always said that United can't do multiple deals. I came on here and I told you that United can do multiple deals. You get? In the season of 20, in the summer of 2020, as we brought on De Jong, United had only brought on Danny Van Beek, not De Jong, I'm sorry, Danny Van Beek. Remember by then, they had only brought on one signing. Then, they were chasing in for Sancho, they had agreed personal terms, and everything did come to happening as they wanted. Guess what happened on the final day? United brought in Alex Telles, they brought in Edson Cavani, Pelestri, and Amad Diallo. 4 players. 4 players. in a single day. The deal happened. So all those deals happened in a single day and in hours. United can get this deal done. They can get them done, and United can do multiple deals, guys. Let no one lie to you that we can't do multiple deals. One credit I'm giving to Manchester United is, amidst the wait, I think the wait was worth it. To get in your favorite signing, the names of De Jong, after you get him, you start bringing on other players. That's why you see that United has gone on to go ahead and really talk to these people directly, and now they are into a mix of bringing them to Manchester United. Then kudos to the brother of Michael Keane, who was brought in to do the negotiation deals in there for you, because it looks like these deals we are lagging somewhere. Even the De Jong deal, to negotiate it down to where United wants it, and Barcelona, they needed this guy. And I will believe that if at all he really gets like a 90 out of 100, even if he gets an 80 out of 100 on the deals that United are negotiating, and we really prove to it that we've at least gotten players at the realistic price that we really have no doubt about, why don't we retain this guy? Why don't we give him a job at United? Because he would have shown us that he is worth it, and this is something that Matt Judge couldn't do for the last how many years? A decade plus years. And now this guy comes in, deals are starting to strike one by one. Kudos to you, Mr. Keane, because he's the brother to Michael Keane, the player at Everton. And I think Richard Arnold is really trying to do some good job and really get United back to the track we are supposed to be. And I really believe that by the end of June, I think we'll be having like 3 signings. 3 signings. 2 to me, I really believe that they are done. De Jong is done. We are waiting for the final word. Here we go from FABRIZIO Romano, because everything is done, and I'm doing a video of personal terms being agreed of De Jong. Then later I'm going to come in here and bring you news of Lisandro Martinez and what is going on between Manchester United and Ajax. Your views are welcome. For the last time, I'm saying goodbye, but I'm going to be back later, I think like 3 hours from now, with everything that you guys deserve to know about these deals of Manchester United. I'm out.